Investing in movies has never been easier, and more individuals are learning how they can profit from it. But just because you can, does that mean you should? So I'm gonna break down the reality of film and entertainment investing and the new changes in the industry that everybody has been asking about. If you're new to the channel, I'm Dan and I explore real ways to make money in the ever-evolving content and media space. So if you have watched any of my past videos, I normally make content about a somewhat specific subject or trend of where I see money moving in content creation. I recently made the video about Mark Wahlberg and the big opportunity that may arise from him starting a new Hollywood in Las Vegas, and another video about how anyone could sell their screenplay or a movie idea online. But this video, I wanted to talk about just investing in this space in general and just talk directly to you. I was just recently filming a project and an actress was asking me questions about putting money into her own movie or series, but didn't know if she could actually make money from it or how. And I come across this question a lot. Is making or funding a movie or documentary a good investment? And if so, how much of a return would I get and how? See, we all know when a big studio movie like Top Gun Maverick succeeds in the box office, or when a film like Haunted Mansion fails, because we know the budgets and the box office results and we can read about it. But what about all those small indie films you see on Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, Tubi, and whatever else streaming platform? Well, that's the niche that most people are going to be investing in. There once was a time when movies and media investing was only for the well-connected people, but now there are things that are changing, and with technology, more and more people are getting opportunities to be involved in this space. But just because you can, does that mean you should? So let's break it down, and hopefully this answers some questions on a bigger scale. Here's the deal. Investing in a movie can be lucrative and glamorous on many levels, but it's also a highly risky bet. Before investing in any project, you have to do your due diligence and research. Obviously. You need to look into the producers, the talent, the potential audience appeal, the plans for distribution. See, the problem is the allure of Hollywood blinds people with visions of working with the rich and famous, being part of award shows, and getting your work or name noticed. There used to be a time when only powerful entertainment moguls could put their money into movie-making ventures, but not anymore. As people are learning in this information age, there are ways for anyone to get in on the action and invest in the potential success of movies. For example, I made a video about investing in the studio Legion M. If you want to check that out, I'll link it at the end of the video. But remember, if you're a passive investor, you have to really make sure the filmmakers have a good plan in place. And if you're hoping to produce or manage the project yourself, it can be actually really complex and risky with so many hurdles. Things you may think are guarantees end up not being, and irregular projects become classics. Here's a true story. I know someone who managed an investment fund a long time ago, and as they were looking into investing in some films, he came across the investor package and read the concept. The premise was 3 eccentric parapsychologists start a ghost-catching business in New York City. There wasn't much more info than that, and he thought to himself, no one is going to want to watch that, and he passed on it. Well, that movie was Ghostbusters. So before you even consider investing your money in something like a movie project, first ask yourself these things. What is the producer's reputation and their plan for financial success? What experience do they have? What talent is involved in the project? Do they have appeal right now? The quality of the script? Who else is investing and who else is going to push this film for success? Investing into someone who does not have a proven track record is like investing in a mutual fund with a manager that just graduated college. So many filmmakers I know that look for financing just discuss to the potential investor about how good the movie is going to be, but they barely think or talk about the marketing or plan to capitalize the most financially. Just saying, we're gonna submit it to film festivals is not a plan. Yes, that's the start of a plan, but it shouldn't be the whole thing. You are literally just banking on someone to see it and want to buy it or distribute it. If they don't, then what? So something like, we will do these certain festivals for X amount of time, then if it's not sold, we will distribute through these platforms. We will run targeted ads, and if only 1% of people buy the digital download, then it equals X amount of return. Also, if the actors or filmmakers post to social media with a certain amount of followers they have, that could equal whatever in downloads. Or watch hours if you're hoping for like ad revenue on a platform like Amazon Prime. But yes, the film, documentary, or whatever piece of media project that you are a part of is the most important thing first. It has to actually be good to get word of mouth or continue to make money as time goes on. That's the great thing about a movie or piece of entertainment. It can be reoccurring revenue for a really long time or forever. So you have to start asking yourself creative questions as well. Does the film appeal to a broad market? If it's only intended for a niche audience, hopefully it's a powerful niche. A lot of filmmakers will tell you do not make a film for a niche, But right now, faith-based films are doing very well. So it's not just about genres, but the current times and if there are built-in audiences for those genres. Are they piggybacking off other successes at the time? Look at trends, because things happen in waves. When something is successful, it's only natural for us viewers wanting more, and money moves in that direction. If the film has no A-list talent, that could be a problem, but it could have something else special to replace it, so it's not a deal breaker. Now, there are always exceptions to everything. I love the stories of The Blair Witch Project, Open Water, Paranormal Activity, Super Size Me, all those films that hit it big. There will always be those stories of success that people focus in on. Okay, so now let's break down the investment ways. If you have enough money, consider the private equity and hedge fund route in Hollywood. These investments are most common and direct ways to invest in films and entertainment ventures, and they have mostly qualified people looking into the details, hopefully. Most of us don't have that option. For the ordinary investor or filmmaker like us, there is another way. Crowdfunding has become a very popular form of investing for many, and a great way for filmmakers to raise capital from a broad group of people. See, filmmakers who may not have access to easy capital can now raise small amounts of money from a very large group of people. But please, if you do go into a crowdfunded project, please make sure the deal is worth it and they aren't just trying to fool you into the glam of it all. Or, if you're a qualified investor, you can invest larger amounts of money into a project. Tons of sites connect filmmakers and investors on every level now. And then, of course, I have to mention, you can invest indirectly in the movie industry, entertainment-related stocks. Companies like Lionsgate, Viacom, Netflix, Disney, and Amazon all produce big budget films. And because they're generally diversified in their offerings in the entertainment industry, there's a good chance you can mitigate some of the risk. But you have absolutely zero say in what movie gets made, or really any say at all. But I think we all know that. The one good thing is movies are somewhat recession-proof because even in hard times, people still want entertainment. But let me leave you with this. There is a wild oversupply of film productions, approximately 600 to 700 per year, and of course, many other media projects for the internet age. Only a small handful obtain even a decent release, getting any return at all, much less a profit. Most films lose money. Analysts vary with this number, but about 80% of movies do. So I like to think of it like a slot machine, where you bet for a huge return, hopefully a home run, but be realistic with expectations. The only difference really is, if you know the right things to look for and you have faith in the project, you can make a much better bet. But tell me what you think. I love to hear success stories, leave me a comment. And before I close out the video, I ask that if you like my videos, subscribe. It's the best compliment you could give. As always, I'll be back exploring real ways to make money in the ever-evolving content creation space. Thanks for watching.